But when it comes to mental health, I always say that you are what you think about. Your mental health is the most important thing you could ever, ever, ever pay attention to. And what I want you guys to understand is that words are very powerful. You can create things by the words that you're saying. You can remove things by the words that you're saying. So when it comes to saying things like depression and anxiety, or things of that nature, I want you to understand that how you look at it is also how you're going to handle it, and what you believe this. So when I say that, I'm saying this. When people think depression or anxiety, they look at it as a bad thing. But what if I told you it was a good thing? What if I told you that depression, what if I told you that anxiety was actually something that's going to help you, right? It's actually something that's helping you understand yourself more, help so that you can help others understand things better. And that's the thing right there.
Whoa.
We aren't depression, we aren't anxiety, we aren't those things. There's things that take place to help us, to make us feel that way. So I want you to understand, I learned this by Dr. Carolyn Leaf, phenomenal individual who's big on like the mind.
Okay.
She said this at a big conference, and she said, you have to start being specific when you identify depression and anxiety. It's not, oh, I'm depressed, or oh, I'm anxious right now. Be very clear. I am depressed right now because I'm trying to get into school while handling this job, while trying to take care of my family, while trying to keep up with my finances. Be very specific, because guess what? In all reality, it's nature. You got to understand that even if being depressed from a loved one, right? I lost both of my parents. You probably wouldn't even expect that, right? At that time, I really had to understand myself, and I was like, wow, like I felt as though I was depressed, but I had to understand I was depressed because guess what? I lost both of the most important individuals. You understand? So I want you guys to understand that. Claim and look at, how are you looking at anxiety? How are you looking at depression? Are you looking at it as it, oh yeah, it's something that takes over me? Or is it, no, it's something that I'm going to look at, right? We're talking about temptation. Well, guess what? Let's look at temptation as anxiety. When it tries to come in front of me, or when depression tries to come in front of me, how am I looking at the situation? How am I saying, okay, right now I'm feeling this way because, and okay, that's human nature, right? And when you also have like things like that, the mind is so powerful, because it's literally, you can literally, and I'm saying this from a girl's perspective, because we have girls as friends and things like that. There's times where I've had friends who believed in their head that they were pregnant, and then physically they were having pregnancy symptoms. Why? Because guess what? They believed it. They allowed their mind
Whoa. So the
to
subconscious mind
physically
is,
make them
wow.
feel like that. Your mind is no, when I tell you your mind is a very powerful thing, your mind is a very, 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 very powerful thing. So when you say like, the whole depression and the whole anxiety, look at it as this. I'm feeling this type of way because of this. How can I deal with this? I got to find things that make me happy. If making me happy is going to get my nails done, which mine are not done right now, if making me happy is going to get my hair done, or going to travel, or spending time with families, well, you got to understand, go do what makes you happy, right? We're living this life. We said life, right? Well, guess what makes you happy in life? And that's the things that you really have to understand. Don't sit around and think that and you have to understand, no one's going to come and do it for you. Someone's going
Whoa.
to assist you. Someone's going to love you. They want to love you and hold you near and dear to their heart so that you can get up and do it. But guess what? You have your own mind. And when you tell yourself, I'm going to get up today. I'm going to, despite how I'm feeling right now, I'm going to get up today. I'm going to still do what it is that I have planned for today. I'm going to still go do this, do that. I'm telling you, the mind is so powerful, because there's so many times where I've been in a funk and I'm just like, bro, what's going on? But then I had to tell myself, like, little things as looking at yourself in the mirror. Like, Diamond, I'm not what I think this thing is. I'm not depressed. I'm not anxious. I'm not, weak or anything like that. I'm strong. I'm amazing. I'm beautiful. Like, things like that is the little things. Because when you tell yourself it, can I tell you something? One last thing.
Yeah,
One
please
last
go
thing.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Understand this. People can tell you things, but do you understand that you will take it different when you tell yourself that? So what I'm saying right now, I can tell all of you guys right now, those who are watching, those who are actually on this live with me, you are handsome. You are gorgeous. You are beautiful. You can hear that from me, right? But do you know what your alter ego feels when you say that to yourself? Do you know when your ears are hearing your own mouth say that about yourself? It's like a different breed. And that's things like that I personally have found. I had to sit and a lot of times looking in the mirror like, bro, girl, you're this, you're that, and I'm telling you, like, the whole mood changed drastically. It was like, I'm like, wow. And that's like one powerful thing mentally that you can do is feed yourself the positivity. Feed yourself what it is that you love about yourself, because despite the things that maybe we're overthinking about, there are so many things about you individually that people wish they had, that they love about you, that they're inspired about. You have to understand, you have to embrace that and say that to yourself, so you never lose focus on the things that you do have, right? And
Wow.
that's just mentally, emotionally. Talk to someone. Come on, talk to someone. You can talk if you have, a higher power. Yes, you can go to them. Yes, you can talk to them. Myself, I'll say a prayer and things like that. I'll listen to my music, that keeps me going. But you got to listen to those things that's bringing the frequencies. If I'm already in a funk, I'm not trying to hear Meek Mill and this and that. That's not helping me right now. That's not helping me right now. And that's the thing right there with a lot of people. We are trying to live a lifestyle of someone's that's not ours. And then we're comparing our lives to their lives, but we're listening to them and they're not even pouring anything into us.
Wow.
So be cautious of what you're listening to. When you are feeling that way, identify why you're feeling that way and do the things that make you happy so that you're not feeling that way anymore. That's
Woo.
really what I do.
So, Diamond, this is your beautiful. I'm pretty sure, really, Sabrina, you've taken a lot from this, because Diamond didn't come here just to come here.
Yeah.